Damas y caballeros, ladies and gentlemen, bienvenidos al show Vida en Cero Gravedad, Life in Zero Gravity. Tú sabes las vibras, you know the vibes. It's Big Zero, Cero Grande. That's just funny. Anyway, number 37. I used to do that, and well, apparently I still do it, like that announcer voice for the number 37. I don't know why. It's just like, it sounded like something an announcer would say, so it's what I would do. And I still do it. I don't give a fuck, okay? Number 37. The reason I'm saying that, this is the 37th YKTV, which is what I call the video portion of this show. The video iteration, which is new this year. If y'all haven't followed along, I mean, that's pretty deep into the damn year, though, to get to number 37. Like, you know, we only got, what would that be? How many weeks left is that? Is it 15? Oh, shit, I think it is 15. 15 left, but I am going to have that bonus episode, so 16 left after this. Crazy. Spoiler alert, there is a bonus episode. I do a bonus episode on the anniversary of the show, which is 11/11, so I don't know what day that falls on, but I'm going to do a bonus episode. That's always a rough week. Doing 2 shows in a week. Eventually, like, if I get more time, I'll do more. I promise. Like, I would like to. It's just hard. Like, I got to do all this preparation myself. I'm writing this myself. Like, yeah, a lot of it is off the top, but I do have a list here of shit that I talk about, giving you some behind the scenes. Got a list of the stuff that I'm going to talk about today. First on the list is I'm still waiting on my goddamn money. And she just called me right now. I just put my phone on Do Not Disturb because and somehow her text still went through. Let me move that. Okay. She says, I have questions. So I don't even know what it's about, but she still owes me the money. It's getting worse by the day. It's getting annoying. You know, the latest thing is like she has to go to the county because I guess she's on like Medi-Cal. So I've never been on that. I don't really know how it works, but I guess you have to go to the county and like prove that you're gonna actually, that you don't make as, you know, that you make like under a certain amount of money. You have to prove that. So basically what happened is because I lent her this money, it's fucking up her bank account and her health benefits because they're saying, oh, you're making more money than you said. I think you can only make like a very small amount. I didn't know this. This would have been nice to know before I lent someone money. Because if I knew that someone was on Medi-Cal, probably not going to lend them money. No offense, but if you're on Medi-Cal, you ain't making money. So how the hell are you going to pay me back? You're depending on charity to pay me back, you know? And I think the charity will come through, but it's just like, you got to be kidding me. Like, this is some shit that should have come up before, you know? I guess I should have asked, like, well, you can't ask that though, right? Like, oh, how much do you make? I don't know what it is for Medi-Cal. I want to say it's like you can only make like, I don't know, 10 or 15,000 or some shit a year. It's like, well, how the fuck? It's a low amount. Maybe it's more than that, but it's not nearly enough to pay somebody back if they're lending you thousands of dollars. So I'm pretty annoyed. And we got a lot to talk about in regards to that. I got ambushed by 60 texts. She sent me 60 texts. No exaggeration. I counted them. She called me. I didn't pick up, so she sent 60 fucking texts. One of the craziest things I've ever seen. It just kept going, and all of them shits were negative. All of them were negative. And the crazy thing is it's like, I really haven't done shit to this girl. Like, I lent her money, and I got a little snappish with her because she hasn't paid me my fucking money. And like anybody would, like, you're fucking up my credit score now, you know, like, you're inconveniencing me. I had to pay my rent on my credit card. Like, I don't want to fucking do that, you know? And it's just fucking things up. Like, I can't I can't spend money to go record at the studio, even though I really want to. Like, I'm tired of not releasing music, you know? And I can't because you owe me fucking money and I don't have money to spend. Or it's like, technically I do, but at the same time, it's like, it's not responsible to do that. Like, knowing that there's a chance that I won't get this money back. Like, I think that I will, but there's a chance, so it's like, I gotta be prepared for every scenario. And I remember she said some shit like, I'm noticing that you're the anxious type. I trust people. She was saying like that she takes people's word for it. I'm like, girl, I took your word for it, and your word hasn't meant shit so far. Yes, I'm anxious because fucking it's taken like 6 weeks longer than it was supposed to. Yes, I'm anxious about that. This shit is ridiculous. Like, we're in September now. It's been almost 2 months since I first lent you money, and you have not paid back anything substantial. Like, yes, I'm anxious. Yes, I'm tired of fucking waiting. Anybody would be, you know. I mean, I definitely learned my lesson with that. But yeah, I got ambushed by 60 texts, and I'll paraphrase what they said. I was going to read them. I'm not going to do that. It's too much. But anyway, it was basically saying I'm like every other guy. I'm just using her for sex, which is just laughable, honestly. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, like just like pretty much every other girl I've been with, the sex is better for her than it is for me. And I even told her like when she kept saying shit like that, I was like, okay, but you came way more times than I have during sex, so like, how the fuck am I using you? She was like, so I come fast, like and it's like, okay, that's not my fault. Like, I didn't do well. I guess it is my fault, but like, I didn't do shit. Like, don't do that, man. Like, stop this shit. It's like, how the fuck am I? How could I be using you for sex? It's just so silly. I get it. A lot of guys do. From her experience, a lot of guys have busted really quickly, and like, I didn't do that. So, in that scenario where I'm not busting quickly and you are, how could I be using you? If like every time we go till you're tired, till you can't go anymore. How is that on me? And I'm sorry, I know that's TMI, but anyway, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, you know. You can ask like any girl that I've been with, like if I use them for sex, I don't think they would say that. She's just delusional, you know. Like somebody put these ideas in her head. I don't know if it was her therapist or who, but someone put these ideas in her head that somehow I'm using her. Like, the latest thing was that I lent her this money just so I could get interest back, which honestly, like, in the real world, that's kind of how it works. Like, if you take out a loan, you have to pay interest. But honestly, like, I never really expected to get that interest. And so far, I ain't even got the money, let alone the fucking interest. So, for her to say that, I just thought was ridiculous. It's like, you think I'm doing this for the interest? Like, I don't even know. I don't know. Like, yeah, that would have been a nice perk. I honestly, I would bet on not really getting interest at this point. If I had to guess, like, I'll be lucky to get fucking the money back, you know, let alone interest. I kind of doubt that's going to happen. But she sent me these 60 texts, and it was talking about like how, I'm using her for sex, I'm using her for this, I'm only doing this because it benefits me. And when she said shit like that, I was like, yeah, that's kind of how life is. Like, a lot of people do things for their happiness. If they can make other people happy, that's the best of both worlds. Like, it's kind of ridiculous to be like, oh, you're only doing this because it helps you. And it's like, honestly, so far, this shit has not fucking helped me. I'm out thousands of dollars waiting for you to pay me back. So how the fuck am I doing this for myself? Like, that shit doesn't even make sense. It's just crazy, like, delusional logic. And I don't know how, even like with her going through what she's going through and just really having a hard time, I have no idea how she could possibly think I'm using her. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, anyway, she she said, just because you loan me money, you think I'm king. You think, no, my bad. Hold, let me restart that. She said, just because you loan me money, you think you're King Big Dick on Big Dick Island, which was just really weird. Like, why are you saying that now? She's the one who calls me King Big Dick. I didn't make that name up. Like, what? I didn't fucking ask to be called that. She came up with that on her own. And she says it all the time. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess it's not the worst name in the world, but like, you're saying that I think I'm that. You called me that. Like, I didn't come up with that. I never claimed it, you know? I mean, yeah, it's a nice nickname, but whatever. Anyway, that's that. I'm gonna talk about this more, but I can only do so much at a time. So I'm gonna get into the movies I saw this week. I think I'm gonna start reviewing music too. I'll review whatever albums come out. It's sort of, I always feel kind of weird about that as a music artist. Like, it's like, should I be doing that? Is that like too much? You know, like, am I kind of, you know, should I be stating my opinion on other people's music? Because that's always a powder keg when you're an artist. It's like, then it just looks like you're hating anytime you have a negative perspective. Because I don't like most of you motherfuckers. Most of you motherfuckers suck. Honestly, you're trash. At the same time, it's weird. I appreciate pretty much all music because it serves a purpose that makes people happy. I can find the good in it, even if it sucks. Like, I can find something good most of the time. Some of it is just totally irredeemable. Just like, oh, this is just complete ass, you know. But for the most part, most of it has like some type of redeemable quality. So yeah, I'm gonna review some music. Why am I going on that long about that? So I saw 2 movies in theaters this week. I want to see more. You know, I've been slacking a little, but 2 is better than some weeks. Some weeks I don't see any, or I see one. So it's an okay week in terms of going to see movies. So I saw Bottoms. That was one of the movies I saw. And I think it has like a 90 something percent on Rotten Tomatoes. I knew it had a high score. I was interested in it. It's like a queer movie, a queer comedy, right? And should I say the positive first or the negative first? I like to start with the negative, then get to the positive. So it's a very goofy movie to the point where it's sort of, I guess it's definitely unbelievable. Like, it doesn't feel like that would really happen at all. It wouldn't just let girls beat each other up in school on like a fucking a basketball gym floor with no real protection. Like, that wouldn't happen. Right? You wouldn't hear the principal cursing over the intercom like, I know you got to suspend some disbelief and it's for fun and all that. I get all that. But I can't help but think, if this was just a typical straight comedy, would it be considered very good? I really think it would not be considered that great by critics. So it's sort of hilarious to see them like falling over themselves to give this positive reviews, because I want to say it has, I know it has a 90 something percent on Rotten Tomatoes, and I liked it. Okay, I liked the movie. I didn't love it, but I liked it. I give it a 7.5 out of 11 Zeus slaps God. That's how I give it. It was pretty good. I will say it's original. It is an original movie, especially for a super played out genre of like high school movies. It's not just because they're gay. It's like, it actually is like, I was thinking about it, I'm like, I don't think I've seen a movie like this in terms of just like, it's a parody of the high school movies, but it's done in kind of a bizarre way that works for the most part, I would say. But I definitely think that movie's a little bit overrated because it's a gay movie. I gotta be honest, like, it doesn't deserve like a 90%, you know what I mean? 90 something percent. It's not that damn good. You know, it's a pretty good movie. It's just funny because that happens a lot with art, you know. Like, Tyler the Creator got kind of polarizing reviews before he came out as, I believe he came out as bi, but before he came out, he had polarizing reviews. Now he's like this great artist, and it's hilarious to watch because the music really hasn't changed all that much. In some ways, it actually got worse. Lyrically, it got worse, you know. Music wise, I think it got a little better, but lyrically, it got worse. Like beat wise, I think it got a little better, is what I'm saying. But lyrically, I think he got more simplistic and less interesting over time, lyrically. Not that I thought he was a great lyricist, but he used to be more captivating lyrically. And now, I mean, on Igor, it was like, man, these lyrics are super, like, formulaic. Now, Call Me When You Get Lost, they're good. But again, like, nothing crazy, you know? So, I think that they tend to do that. Frank Ocean, good artist, you know, great artist, really. But it feels like, I don't know, Channel Orange is a great album. I don't know if it would have done as well if he didn't come out as, I believe he came out as bi too, or, you know, the non-binary. Either way, it's like somebody that is open to dating both genders. Whatever they label as, fine, but it's under the LGBTQ plus umbrella. So, you know, for him to come out right before the album, it feels like it did influence how the album was received. And it's a great album, you know. It really was. It was one of the best albums of that time period. I'll give it that. But it is funny how that happens because he was pretty much a fringe kind of unknown R&B singer that was mostly known by Odd Future fans. Then he comes out, and all of a sudden, he's this great artist, you know, and it's just kind of funny. Like, I don't, I don't know. I mean, I'm happy for him, and I do think he's a good artist. I do think he's better than a lot of artists, you know, but it is funny the way it works. And I have no, you know, I've never had a problem with gay people or anything like that. I've defended them. I've stood up for their rights. But I think it kind of does them a disservice when we overrate gay stuff. It's like, then people see it and it's maybe not that great. Like, it's okay, you know, and it gets overhyped. And I think it makes people feel like, oh, they're only saying this is good because it's gay. Well, maybe they do that with everything gay, you know. Maybe none of it is actually that great, and it's like, that's the disservice you do. I understand the impulse because there aren't a lot of high profile gay projects out there, so it's like, I understand that impulse, but we got to do better than that. We got to just be honest. The best way to treat gay people, the best way to treat anyone differently anyone differently. The best way to treat anyone that's different from you is to treat them like you would treat anyone else. Right? So if it's an okay movie, it's an okay movie. It doesn't become a great movie because it's a gay movie. You know what I mean? It doesn't automatically like have all this extra meaning and shit. It's like, it's still just an okay movie. This movie I'd say is better than okay, but I could definitely see people not liking it, honestly. Because, I mean, the story is nothing special, and like the general flow of the movie is nothing special. You could see it as cliche other than, you know, them being gay. It is similar to other high school movies like that, so I could definitely see someone watching this and not enjoying it. But I gave it a 7.5 out of 11 Zeus slaps. I also saw the Equalizer 3. Oh wait, my bad. Hold on. There's one more thing I wanted to say about bottoms. One of the best parts of Bottoms was Marshawn Lynch. He was fucking funny in there. He's just a naturally funny person, very likable to me. I've always liked him a lot. And he's funny in there. And the story about that was cool. Like, his sister is a lesbian, right? And he didn't feel like he handled it that well when she came out. So this was his way of making amends and, like, being a better person. He plays the counselor that allows these gay girls to start a fight club that or not counselor, the teacher. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said counselor. He put, oh, I think it's because they had to have like a guidance counselor go over the. So he was in that role for the club. But yeah, but he was funny, and he's always funny when you see him. So he did a good job. He might have a future in movies, honestly, because he was a pretty good. Sorry, I just got interrupted by a call. She's fucking up my show. I put it on Do Not Disturb. How is she still calling? Jeez. I'm a text her right now so she'll stop calling. Sorry about that. Jesus. Like, you called, I didn't pick up, don't call again. Like, you never want to talk on the phone. Why you want to talk on the phone now? That shit is annoying. Now I guarantee she's gonna be mad that I ended the call, but it's because I was trying to not have her fuck up the connection, and she did. So this fucked it up and it split into two videos, and now it's gonna be a pain in the ass. So that's so annoying. Thanks a lot. Anyway, the other movie I saw was Equalizer 3. Yeah, I saw Equalizer 3. That was a good one too. I liked it. I don't think it was like it wasn't amazing, uh, but it was good. It had good action. You know, it's always. I feel like Denzel has a really good streak of movies. You know, like most Denzel movies are worth watching. So this was another one in that category. And it was good action. I like the setting. It's set in is it Sicily? I feel like it was Sicily. I don't know if it was Sicily or Italy, but I feel like it was Sicily more. So it's set in Sicily, and he's just doing badass stuff, killing people, doing this usual thing. So it's worth watching, I would say. Yeah, there's not much to say about that one. Just kind of a typical action movie, but worth watching. That girl in there, what was her name? She was fine. Italian girl. Oh my god. I forget her name, but there's like this Italian. I mean, I don't know her ethnicity, but she looks black. Like a black Italian girl. Wow. Super pretty. Super pretty girl. I had to look her up after that. I usually do that if I see like a girl that's attractive in a movie, but I thought she was super attractive. You know. But anyway, I digress. That's the movie. I gave it a 7 out of 11 Zeus slabs, God. So I gave Bottoms a little better score for originality. It's a more original movie than Equalizer 3, obviously. I mean, there's been two other movies that are very similar to this. But it did it well. I thought it's worth watching. Yeah. So, a lot of women's love language is money, and I don't mix with that materialistic shit. When their love language is money, I'm just like, oh no, I can't do it. Fuck, I look like Mr. Frank Fuck from Free. No dough ho, you can't fuck with me. I'm just playing. That's Mac Dre. But yeah, I can't do it. I can't do the materialism where it's like all about you paying for them. And I'm gonna get into some stories of that because Jesus, some stuff went down. This girl, it was her birthday recently. Now we've gotten along, we've had good chemistry. She even has fucking said that she loved me. It's gone that far with her. She has said that. She thinks I'm so attractive and like all this stuff, you know, and she just can't wait to meet me. She wants to have like 7 babies with me and shit and all this stuff. Just going so hard. So her birthday comes. Her birthday was this week. It was September 4th. So birthday comes. Okay. And she wanted me to fly her out. Now, you know how this went with Crazy Cokie. You know that this is not something I want to do. I don't want to take the chance. It sucks that she doesn't have the money. She was saying she might have $200 when she comes. I'm like, fuck, man. You're that broke? Like, that sucks. But, hey, you know, I was considering it. I probably would have done that. But where it got bad, she never rides to the airport. And apparently her car is, like, going to get towed or some shit. She doesn't pay for the tags. So she never actually asked me to pay for the tags at that moment, but I got the vibe that she wanted me to pay for the tags. And I'm like, no. Tags are like $800. No. Not doing that. I'm not spending $1,100 just to see you. I don't even know if you're going to like me. I mean, it's been a little hit and miss with you. When things are good, they're very, very good. But you get mad too fucking easily. I don't trust it. I feel like if things don't go well, you're just going to make the situation a lot worse. So I'm not looking forward to this. I don't think this is a good idea. You know, I'm just saying. So, yeah, I was just like, nah. I didn't say anything. But then later on, I'm talking to her still, you know, throughout the week, checking on her, seeing how she's doing. She asked for money. I was like, okay. It was only like $10. I sent it to her, even though I'm like, huh, you know, I don't really want to do that, but I did it. So I did it, and I asked if she got it. She never said anything. She's kind of ignoring my texts. So I hear from her on Snapchat because we talk on there sometimes, and she sends me this long message about how like I don't understand and how men are dumb and, you know, like how I don't, basically saying that without fully saying it, that I should have paid for her fucking tags. So I'm reading it, and she's saying that she found some other guy, this guy that's been crushing on her since high school, that's gonna pay for her tags. A fucking simp, as usual. A simp getting in there, getting involved, and fucking everything up. So she has some simp that's willing to pay for her stuff. And she used the word save her so she can elevate. I'm like, girl, I don't want to save you. And it's already a red flag that you can't find a fucking ride to the airport. The airport, I think, is an hour and a half from her. She can't find anybody to give her a ride. Nobody's down. That's weird. Except at the time she told me that this one guy who had a crush on her was down. I'm guessing that she took this guy up on his offer and is now using him to pay for her car note, which I think is so lame. Poor guy. And I mean, for her, she was saying that I'm not a real man. You know, she found her, that sounds like a real man to me, basically implying that I'm not a real man because he's willing to pay for her car note. I never said I wouldn't. I just never offered to pay. But I'm not fucking paying for that. So that's what she said. So she's basically saying I'm not a real man and saying that most men are idiots and, you know, basically grouping me in with that. So my first thought was like, well, real women can pay for their fucking tags, bitch. Real women don't have to rely on people for fucking like $10. Like, you can't scrap together $10. She would always be asking me for like $10 at it. Yeah, I would send it. It didn't really mean much to me. It's $10 fucking dollars. How the fuck do you not have $10 though? What's wrong with you? I think she might be on welfare or something. I was thinking about it. I'm like, how the fuck are you like that damn broke. And I know she doesn't really work. She does have an OnlyFans, right? So I was already any girl that got an OnlyFans, I'm already like, I don't know about this. Just, no offense, no offense, but I don't know if that's for me. I don't know if I want a girl that's busting it open on OnlyFans. I don't know if I want that, honestly. I'm a confident man. I'm not worried about me being able to please you or like you cheating or me getting jealous or some shit, but I don't know if I want everybody to just be able to look at my girl's pussy on OnlyFans. And in her case, like, it's her sucking dick and getting her back blown out on there and shit. And I'm just like, I don't know about that, man. I don't think I want that. Anyway, so I wasn't going to do all that. I just thought it's just funny. It's like these girls get so entitled, bro. It's like you're an OnlyFans girl that can't even make enough money to get by. It's the same thing like Crazy Cokie all over again. In that regard, it's like for real, you're selling pussy online and you can't make enough. Like girls make so much money at that shit. You can't make enough on there to fucking afford like basic things in life to fucking pay for your tags. Like that's sad, bro. She's a pretty girl too. I'm not gonna lie. She is a pretty girl. Like, I found her very attractive physically, and she had a cool personality, but I did see these red flags. Her getting mad about stupid shit, that's always a red flag. Whenever someone gets mad about stupid shit, how is that gonna go in the future? Not gonna go well. So, I felt like it wasn't a good idea. From the jump, really. So, I guess it works out. Oh, man. So, this girl that owes me money, her thing is, let's see what she's saying right now, actually. I'm in a really good mood. I think it's because I watched a lot of funny videos when I woke up, LMAO. Okay, good. She's finally in a good fucking mood. She has been just hell to deal with the last few days, just fucking getting all pissed and shit, By the way, for the record, I'm not officially with anyone, so I'm just getting to know people. I'm doing like the normal dating thing, so don't think that I'm just taking advantage of people or anything. I'm just getting to know them. I actually never met the girl with the fucking car note. Doesn't look like I ever will meet her because I'm not fucking paying for that. Fucking lame ass simps can do that shit. I don't do that. I'm a real man. I don't fucking let women pimp me like that, like a little bitch. How about that? How about that shit? That's a real man, not some little bitch ass motherfucker that's just trying to get in them draws. I don't give a fuck. I don't even know if I want to get in them draws, girl. You getting fucking busted down on OnlyFans. You get the draws. Man, Martin is honestly one of my favorite shows. It's just hard to find. I don't want to pay for each individual episode. I mean, I give Martin credit. Like, that's smart, Don't put that shit on streaming. You see what's happening with streaming, man? They're ripping people the fuck off. All the actors getting ripped off on streaming. It's like music streaming. Everybody's getting screwed off of that. Fuck that. Support your local artists, man. Buy some shit. We make fucking pennies off of the fucking streams. Fuck that, man. While some fat cat's making all the goddamn money. I want to know who the fuck's making the money off my music, because it's independent. Is it fucking Spotify? Seems like it. It's like the streaming services that make the money off of it. Fuck them, man. Fuck all that. That ain't what music's ever been about. So, this girl that currently fucked the podcast up, hopefully I can fix it. She has been telling me, you're not acknowledging my feelings, you're gaslighting. This is the one who sent the 60 texts. And I'm just like, okay, for one thing, if your feelings are that I'm a piece of shit and it's based on stuff that's not true, why the fuck do I have to acknowledge those feelings? You're being fucking ridiculous. Why do I have to be like, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. I am a piece of shit. Fuck that. I'm standing up for myself. Fuck that. I ain't a piece of shit. I don't deserve that shit. Don't fucking treat me like that. How about that? you know. People get too wrapped up, man. People get too wrapped up on shit. I'm telling you, bro. So yeah, these girls, man. The gaslighting. Gaslighting is such an overused term. You're not acknowledging my feelings. Both of those are fucking loopholes where there's no winning. I'm gonna tell you, men, something. I'm gonna tell everyone that if somebody starts saying that shit, they just want to fucking be sad. Okay? They want to be upset. There's nothing you can do. And if you say anything that's not kissing their ass, it's automatically fucking gaslighting them, and it's not acknowledging their feelings. Oh, shut the fuck up. Acknowledge these nuts, bitch. How about that? Acknowledge these motherfucking nuts. But anyway. Oh, man. But we actually got into a little tiff, a little tussle about this. And I said, not a tussle. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Not with fucking the way people are getting canceled lately. The whole thing. So, this whole thing with, what's his name? The guy from that 70s show, Hyde, the rapist, or alleged rapist, I guess convicted rapist now. I think his name's Danny Masterson, but I might have got that wrong. He has a brother, by the way, who's in Malcolm in the Middle, and I've been wondering what the fuck that guy's been thinking. You know? He played the oldest brother on Malcolm in the Middle. I think his name was Chris. I don't remember. He's the one that got sent to like boarding school and shit. Anyway, I've been wondering what the fuck he's thinking. Like, your brother just got 30 years in the clink. He's gonna get fucking sodomized in there. They're gonna go to town on his asshole. Sorry, that's a bit much, isn't it? But they're just gonna tear him the fuck up in there. God damn. Scientology is not gonna protect his butthole in there. I'll tell you that. Fucking Lord Xenu or whatever. That shit ain't gonna go well, bro. God damn. He ain't gonna be hanging out down the street anymore. I'll tell you that. Or maybe he is, depending how you look at it. I'm sure it's down the street from somewhere. The prison where he'll be at. But goddamn, he fucked up. A lot of people fuck up when they're in those positions. But honestly, if he really raped those girls, fuck that fool. Fuck that. It is a terrible thing to do. I think it's the second worst thing you can do behind murder. Got into an argument with this dummy because she said that she would rather be murdered than raped. She'd rather be murdered than raped. I thought that was so crazy. I'd rather fucking be alive. Like, no matter how bad it gets, I'd rather be alive. And I'm gonna be, you know what? I'm gonna say this right now, and this might be shocking. Okay? I understand that it seems like it's different for us as men. Damn, this is harder to say than I thought. Well, this is a pretty big thing to reveal, to be honest with you. So, I've been raped by women, and it doesn't feel good. It is a shitty feeling. It is something that stays with you, but I would still rather be alive. One girl wouldn't leave unless I fucked her, and I didn't want to fuck her. She would not leave my house unless I did. I consider that to be rape. She literally would not leave. I didn't want to do this. She knew I didn't want to do it. She made me do it. I didn't like it. I did not enjoy it. I was disturbed by it. I felt weird about it. It's not good. I understand. It's not a good thing. I think, and I'm not trying to not have sympathy as somebody that's actually been raped, and that's not the only time. There's another time where a girl just literally, like, I'm laying down and she just puts my dick inside of her. Like, that's literally rape. You know, it's like, no, I don't want to do this. Like, no. Didn't even give me a chance to stop her. So, yeah, I know how it feels. I understand it's different from men and women. It seems like it's more traumatic for women. I get that. It's shitty. Like I said, second shittiest thing I think you can do. You should get a lot of time for that. I'm not really mad that that dude got that time if he really did it, which he got convicted. I don't really. I'm not going to pretend to know the case like that. But I think if he did it, fuck that fool. You know, throw away the fucking key. If he didn't do it, then that's horrible. You know, obviously his reputation's destroyed. And it's crazy to think. I mean, anyone's capable of rape, but you just think, like, why would a celebrity do this? You know? Guess, I mean, Harvey Weinstein's in fucking prison. You know, Bill Cosby went to prison, but, like, why? Why do we do this? Well, if you're a celebrity, like, you have all types of pussy possibilities. Why do you need to rape somebody? You know, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I don't want to rape anyone. I hate to even make people uncomfortable at all. You know, I hate that. I hate that feeling. So I personally don't get it. But please work on yourselves, everyone. It should be a lifelong process. There's always room for improvement, and work on yourselves. Get better every day. Don't be the same person you were yesterday. Be better than that. Be greater than that, okay? That's what I want you to do. Most of these women can be bought. I want a woman that can't be bought. A lot of them can fucking be bought. You throw enough money their way, they'll suck you off. You know, that sounds a little misogynistic, right? But it's true. It's like, I meet women like that, like, if you're paying for everything, if you're paying them, everything's all good. As soon as you're not, you're just the scum of the earth. You're not a real man. Fuck you. All that type of shit, you know? So, just the usual trash. Bad gender relations. Can we say that? I think that's fair to say. And let's see what else I got for you. I got a lot. There's still quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, stop settling, you know, people. You ain't helping yourself. You ain't helping the other person. Don't settle. Just don't do it, you know. Especially never settle for a rapist. The one thing that I saw... God, people are so fucking crazy. So, people are mad that Mila Kunis and Mila Kunis, my bad. I said it like this idiots. Mila Kunis. So, people were mad at them. Or are mad at them. They're trying to cancel them over them defending their friend, saying he had strong character, he was a role model and shit like that. Them defending Danny Masterson. You know. And I can't really blame them. I mean, I understand people being mad, but it's like, if it's your friend, you can't tell me that you wouldn't at least try to help your friend, you know? Like, yeah, maybe your friend did something wrong. People do things that are wrong. I'm not saying what he did should be forgiven or what he did wasn't a big deal or anything like that, but I am saying that I think a lot of you are kind of full of shit, and you know that you would help your friend out if it came down to it. So I was on Reddit, you know, the cesspool known as Reddit, and I see people saying like, I never liked Punk'd, I can't wait till they dig through that and cancel his ass and stuff like that. And it's like, bro, why are you like preying on people's downfall and like taking enjoyment out of it? Like, what type of fucking loser are you? You know, that like, that's what you're getting joy out of that in your life. Like, yeah, I want their life to be fucked up because I don't like something they did that doesn't actually personally affect me. I don't like that he stood up for a rapist. I don't like that, so he doesn't deserve to have a career. Fuck him. Like, it's just weird. We're just at a weird stage where people think that type of shit's okay. And honestly, I mean, if he really did that and they defend him and they know he did it, then yeah, fuck them. But I don't know the story, and I think that they're just defending their friend. ill-advised maybe, but they're defending their friend. One thing that was weird is like videos have resurfaced. A couple things actually that are weird that have happened. Whoa, I thought I fucked that up, so I dropped the phone for a second. So a couple things that are weird that have actually happened with this. One was there's a video that surfaced of him saying Hillary Duff was on Punk'd. Oh, I get how I fucked that up. Duffed, Punk'd, yeah. So she was on Punk'd, and he said something to the effect of, Hillary Duff is one of those girls that we're all waiting to turn 18. And it's like, bro, that's weird to say. Like, why are you saying that? You know, and he was already like an older, I think he was in his late 20s at this point. It's like, that's fucking weird. You know, probably not smart. At the very least, it's a bad joke, you know. But yeah, fucking weird, man. And then there's a video of Mila Kunis sitting on his lap, and when that 70s show started, she was 15. She lied about her age, said she was older, definitely said she was of age. And he's 21, Ashton Kutcher, and she's sitting on his lap bouncing around, and he's saying that like he lied to, or the only reason he was doing this video was so he could, because the, like, somebody on the production team promised him that Mila would sit on his lap, and then he was saying it felt good, and it's like, yeah, that's fucking weird, you know? Like, you're 21, she's 15, and that's happening. Like, if you knew her age, then yeah, that is fucked up, and I can see why people would cancel you. I tend to believe that he didn't know, because she said herself that she lied about her age, you know? I don't know, either way, it's like, he fucked up, and it was weird, it was a bad look. So I will say that, yeah, just interesting. But, you know, stop settling, people. You ain't helping no one. A girl told me this week that anal should be meaningful. I thought that was interesting. I'm like, anal should be meaningful. It doesn't seem meaningful other than like, hey, can I stick my dick in your ass, like, romantically? Can I do it? I know you don't want me to do it, but can I do it romantically? Does that change anything? So I thought that was silly, that whole comparison. Oh man. It should be meaningful. Maybe she was saying you should be full for it. No, that would be a terrible idea. Unless I'm filling her up, you know. But anyway, thought that was weird. This guy, the guys who say that girls are loose, like, cause we've run across those guys. You may be one of those guys. You say, "Oh yeah, bro, she's loose," and stuff like that. Honestly, your dick's probably small. That's probably really what it comes down to. At the very least, it's a thin one. If you're saying she's loose, because I can't think of a time I ever felt, like, some girls are tighter than others, but I've never felt a girl that I would describe as loose. That's just biological too. Like, you could never have sex and just have like a wide vagina or some shit, and people would say that you were, you know, a slut or whatever. Ah, man, the labels, man. Society is just a mess sometimes, isn't it? But we stay up. But yeah, I think you probably have a small dick if you're saying that girls are loose. It's like, you know, a big dick feels all the sides and everything. So I've heard. I mean, you know, not saying it from personal experience, but just logically, right? That's why girls like girth, right? They want to be filled up. So, yeah. The girl, yeah. And if a girl tells you that you have a small dick, honestly, there's a good chance that you don't. Because there are not actually a lot of small dicks out there. Like, most guys are in the same range. So if they're in the same range and they can compare to like 60 to 80% of men dick wise, you know, that just seems like it's average. It's not like a problem, I would say. So yeah, I'm verified on Instagram now. I'll let you know if that helps with promotion or anything. I don't know what to think. I kind of think that somehow I'm going to end up getting screwed, but you never know. Maybe it'll actually work this time. Hasn't worked before, but hey, you never know. It's always a first time for everything. I just like, a lot of these posts are reaching like 200 people, And I'm lucky if 30 people watch my story. Terrible. Now, there'll be random boosts here and there, but it feels like something nefarious is going on. I know they don't like the positive music. They want to have... Think about how many songs there are about doing drugs and shit like that. Just doing drugs. Like... doing drugs, gang activity, all that type of shit. There's so many songs about that, I come through and my message is positive. A lot of times I don't even curse. And it's a problem, They don't like it. You can't do that. All that type of shit. It's just stupid. It's like they don't want positivity out there. So, I'm sorry about that. I try to be better every day. That's what I do. I feel like right now I look like one of those not hostages, one of those witnesses where they don't want to show their face on like a cop show. That's what I look like right now. That's what I look like right now. I look like one of the witnesses on what. That's what I look like and sound like. But yeah, if you hear this, don't let them shadow ban me, honestly. Support positivity in music. We may not agree on every position. You may be an idiot about a lot of things, but I still love you and I'm still here for you, okay? So don't even worry about it. So, if you hear this, just don't support it. Tell a friend. And I hope you enjoy it. I might move over to a different platform. We'll see, though. I've liked YouTube for the most part, but there's certain things I don't like. So, that's a thing. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. YouTube really pushes, like, the family element on there. That's part of what it is, so... Yeah. Anyway. What else did I have? So the neighbor by my parents' house is tripping about the parking. I get these notes about like, neighbor, you parked too close to my mailbox. Neighbor, all capitals. So I wrote out a note and put it on top of their mail that said like, all that type of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. They're tripping. So Ernest Hemingway has a very interesting ass life, I'm reading like this kind of biography about him, but it's about the women that he loved in his life over time. But that's the way it be. Okay, so yeah, he has an interesting life. So he used to go to Spain and Paris and all these exotic locales and all this stuff, right? And he wrote about them all the time. And underneath this like hot, weather, we're adapting and making things happen. So, yeah. Persist. It's just the first game. Things happen, people get the jitters. But we gotta do better, But yeah, he has an interesting life. He used to go to all these European countries. He would box over there. He would box heavyweights. And sometimes he'd get knocked out cold, but he did try, And I mean, he doesn't have the training, so it totally makes sense, you know. But anyway, yeah, Hemingway is interesting. He just killed himself at like 60, 61. Crazy to think. Sad way to go out. I mean, he would be dead now anyway, most likely, but it's sad to think of like what he could have contributed. It's always sad. I'm sorry he felt so bad about everything going on. I know it's not easy, but you know, let a man up, grow a pair. Just plain. So I think I'm gonna teach you dumb people something week after week, and we'll see how that goes. Trying to make it happen. But I am thankful to everybody that's been tuning in. It's been nice to see the podcast finally get some recognition. And we'll keep going, man. Keep pushing. If you hear this, you know, stand by me, I'll stand by you, and we'll make things happy. So after that, you know, I just want to say, I think I'm going to teach you dumb fucks more. I don't teach you enough, and that's not good. So I guess I'll just get to other segments. KZR Sports. So the Stylebender got styled on last night. He got bent. He got wrecked by Sean Strickland. I was pulling for Stylebender. I like Stylebender, but I understand not everybody does. You know, so that was lame. But it's a good win. Regardless, you take it where you could get it. So yeah. Stylebender did get styled on. And the 49ers, they were beating that ass though. They whooped the Steelers 30-7. That game's a wrap. It's crazy that the offense got clicking like that. And, you know, if you listen to this show, you can probably tell that I'm a Niner fan. But it's partly because Dad was, so it makes sense. I do like to box. But anyway, this ain't about me. It's about the 49ers beating down doors. I don't think so. So anyway, the Niners are coming they as protect. So this is funny. So, and then the last thing, Julio Urias, you dumbass. Now you ruined it. What happens, you know? He's just super self-centered, always finding ways to turn things in about himself, and it's just it in the third it really flared up and got bad, you know. But I mean, I love everybody for showing up, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Little cool dog, he's here. But anyway, yeah, that's how I was gonna go. So I hope that it works out soon. And what else did I have? Julio Urias, you dumbass. You just ruined your legacy. It's over now, most likely. Your playing career actually might be over. It's not a good look. So, go ahead, do what you gotta do, I guess. But yeah, much love to everybody out there. I'm gonna close with a book of Grav. I know I got one here. Where'd it go? There it is. You know, I got so much unreleased shit, man. You just gotta be ready for it. So, I'm the beheader. Now, let us read from the book of Grav. I'm the beheader, the resetter, undoing each tether, the beast rapper, the sheep's mecca, ripping each letter. I'm the beheader, the resetter, undoing each tether, the beast rapper, the streets mecca. Ripping each letter, every single letter. That's alphabet. I'll be mega, man, you know zero. God damn, that's a bar. I'll be mega, man, you know zero. Hit country bitches with that 3051. 30, what the heck is that? 80, 60, 51, 60 with the bumper and cushions to be. That's hilarious. Without existence, they can't smoke these flows. Put these rappers on their backs with their broke egos. Replaceable. The boulevard needs me. I'm irreplaceable. The boulevard needs me. I'm too cold since Frozen Heart EP. Irreplaceable. That place. You looking in the right place. Let me see. Get into more of it. Why not fight for it? I'm way too tough. I'll make you feel. Prove if you say you rough. I don't care about the weak society. When are you? Spare and name. Chic and quietly. So yeah, Book of Grav. Got another one. When I spit these flows, the videos, they disrespect the game. I don't pay those. I'm ready all with the phony grammar. It's funny. Funny gimmicks. I know my worth. Don't know these sunny simp chicks. Woo! And that's the Book of Grav, and that's our show. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I love you. Much respect to all. I hope you have a great night, a great day whenever you listen to this. It's been a blast. This episode, decent. No, it's good technically. It's still better than most shows. I think we can take it to another level. And I love you, and I hope you have a great time.